Hello my loves, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading, and this one is all about the exciting things happening for you in 2022. That rhymes and I love it. So if you guys are stoked to hear about what your future is going to hold for you in 2022, all the exciting things, we're gonna get some insight with our cards today. So if you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little rundown of how they work. So over here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you guys can take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card. And then you guys can skip ahead and watch your personal reading all about those exciting things that are going to be happening for you in 2022. And yeah, if you guys like to choose with crystals, we're going to be popping some crystals on there right now. All right, my loves, if you guys like to choose with crystals, here are our crystal options. Over here we have some citrine, then we have some pyrite, then we have some selenite, then we have some malachite, and then we have some yellow azurite. So again, take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards, and then there's going to be timestamps linked down below that you guys can click on to get to your personal reading. I also just want to let you guys know that we have new sets on Luna Gem, and these are handmade bracelets. I like to hand make like jewelry and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in them, there is a sale going on right now for like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and there's going to be a code linked down below if you guys are interested in that. So just to let you guys know, that's there if you desire. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into today's video. All right, so group number 1, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, so group 1, here's the first 3 cards that we start off with here. We have letting go, we have dance, and we have present power. I want to quickly point out that these 2 cards are really similar in their imagery, and so I'm noticing something like right off the bat. So there's something where in 2021, your life might have felt kind of like a little out of control, or like circumstances were a little bit getting the best of you, because as you can see, like she's trying to control these dogs, and they're like, this one's like flying basically, and these ones are just off sort of doing their own thing. So this kind of symbolizes that you're going to be letting go of scenarios and situations that were kind of holding you back and being obstructive in your life, like scenarios that were like hard to deal with and hard to navigate, hard to control, hard to like get your life together basically, just because it looked like there was a little bit of chaotic energy that you guys had to deal with in 2021. This can be with your mental state, this could be with something physical such as a job or a relationship, and you know, just things like that. So again, it could be mental or it could be something a bit more physical, but that's going to be finally, you're going to be getting control over that in 2022. So that's one of the exciting things that's happening. Like, look at the amount of control this guy has. He still like has these guys on leashes, and these are even more powerful. So your situations, you're going to have them under control. You're going to feel a lot more powerful, a lot more confident. And I don't mean powerful in like in an egotistical way. I mean powerful in like you're stepping into your power. You're stepping into who you are, your own confidence in yourself. And it looks like you have total control of your life, tons of willpower and tons of restraint and like discipline over your life, and like control over your consciousness. And it seems like your consciousness is becoming a lot more powerful, and you're setting up proper boundaries and barriers so that you're not being like walked all over or used or pushed around or pushed into scenarios that you don't want to be in. It's like you guys are becoming so much stronger. You guys are up-leveling your energy. You're opening a whole new doorway right here. So you're literally letting go of all of this like menial little kind of ish that was going on, and the dogs symbolize kind of like the barking too. So it's kind of like in 2021, or even at the end, maybe what you guys are currently facing is maybe just like scenarios that are just like, oh, we have to get this done, like bam, 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 bam. You think about that barking energy. It's kind of like that little annoyance that's happening. Those things are going to somehow pay off for you, because they're somehow making you stronger. Like all of a sudden these dogs turn into these kind of lions in this photo of how the energy is transitioning here. You know, you're opening up this doorway and kind of like opening up your consciousness, opening up yourself to new opportunities, and just gaining total control over your life which looks to be real great. We also have the card Dance here. Do something to shift your vibration. So that fits in so well, because through this whole imagery that we were talking about, this is a whole shift in your vibration. Like before, it's kind of like your situations were kind of controlling you, getting the best of you, taking a toll on you, making life a little bit harder than it needs to be. And then here it's like, you know, we shift our vibration. So 2022, you guys are shifting your vibration. If we think about dancing, we only ever dance when we feel really happy, right? Or when we feel really good. So 2022 is about bringing in more happiness. And one of the exciting things, I think you guys are gonna have more energy, and you're gonna feel lighter. Like your body's gonna be able to feel lighter. You guys, I think, are gonna be getting more energy, more motivation, being more active, and an overall sense of like happiness where it feels like you want to explore more, be more adventurous. Like there's an adventurous vibe that I'm getting from this as well, and kind of like preparing yourself and stepping into your power again, kind of like I was saying. So that's all looking really good there, group number one. We're gonna go ahead and take out some tarot cards now to get some more info on this. So we're gonna take out this deck and let's see what else is happening for you guys. Group one. We have the Emperor. Ooh, so you guys might be starting a big move. And what I mean by that is there's something that I think you guys have been planning, and now is like 2022 is finally the time of like acting on that and laying down the foundation for that. So this could be a new job, it could be opening up a business, it could be actually moving to a new place. Things like that. But somehow there's something that I think you guys have been thinking about, planning for, and 2022 is about laying the foundation for that and watching that actually come into fruition, because the Emperor, it's ruled by the number 4 in numerology, and that's all about foundations and strength, something that's very long lasting, something that's very permanent in our lives. So yeah, it's all about stepping into your power and present power. With the Emperor, you guys are really stepping into who you desire to be. Your confidence level, again, skyrocketing. The amount of kind of like growth that you're gonna have in 2022, it's almost like your life is gonna look completely different. You guys are going through a whole energetic shift. Whereas things before kind of felt a little bit hard. It felt like we had to really work for stuff, or we had to really deal with a lot in our day-to-day. All of a sudden, you guys are stepping into your power, and you're more at a position of like being in control of your life, being in the driver's seat of your life, and being able to relax yet conquer those dreams. But it's being done in a very confident way, and not in a chaotic like, ooh, what if I lose control over it, or what if I lose this, or what if this happens, like, ah. The amount of security that comes with the Emperor and the present power card, tons of security and the ability to trust is coming through. So yeah, wow, okay. With that being said, let's get some more cards. So we have the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords coming up. So I see this as the energy that you guys are leaving behind. So there's healing here, tons of healing. So if you guys have felt even like weighed down by life, like mentally and physically and emotionally, I see you guys being able to conquer that in 2022 and getting out of a stuck rut. There's something that's making you guys feel stuck, something that's making you guys feel like you can't get out of it for some reason. Or it's like never ending, it's a never ending cycle, or if it's like something that we're having a hard time moving past or getting over or removing from our lives. I see that going away for you guys in 2022. It's like you guys are taking your power back, and all of these other scenarios that were like holding you guys down and putting pressure on you, those are going to be figured out and healed. You guys are going to realize that you had a solution in front of you all along. And it's very interesting that both of these depictions right here have like this broomstick, and you know, like the broomstick in wizardry and witch stuff, is like the means of like travel and getting out of a situation. Here he's like reaching for it, and for her it's like right in front of her too. And they could get to it if they stop being so hard on themselves, if they stop like being trapped by all these thoughts, because the swords symbolize our mind and our thoughts. So even though we might be going through a hard situation and we feel kind of stuck, our thoughts are what are actually keeping us sort of trapped, because there's a solution. So this talks about the fact that there's a solution here for us. But we would only see the solution if we remove the cloud of thoughts that are currently surrounding us and weighing us down, because right here it's like his thoughts are getting so much the best of him. Like they're weighing on him so much to where it feels like he physically is draining him and physically taking a toll on him. Okay, so it's like symbolizing being really hard on yourself, or you know, things like that, kind of letting those thoughts get the best of you. Right when we release that, right when we allow our mind to calm down and we're like, okay, I'm no longer going to talk to myself like this. I'm no longer going to let worries get the best of me, because then it's just suffering twice, right? There's a saying about if we worry about something that hasn't even happened yet, we then suffer twice. Whereas the situation might not even happen, what we're worried about, it might not even happen. It could end up being totally fine. But worrying about it isn't going to change the outcome. Oh, there's a huge jet going over top of my house right now. Whoa, I've never even seen a jet that big. Whoa! There's a sign, guys. So, wow, I would take that as you guys are going to catch flight and able to move big things that you never thought you could move before. And you're finally going to be getting to a better place, because airplanes symbolize, you know, movement to a new location, and kind of like the broom here symbolizes travel as well. So there could be some sort of travel for you guys, or at least movement, a shift in who you are, some sort of shift, some sort of movement. We're moving to a better mentality. We're moving to a better job. We're moving to a better relationship. Things like this. We're moving to a better relationship with ourselves, even perhaps, right? We're finding solutions. We're able to move past the big stuff that might be going on right now. So that looks great right there. Finding solutions. Let's see what else we get for you guys. So we also have the Four of Cups. Yeah, there's a total solution that's waiting for you guys, and I think you're going to discover it really soon, in fact. Because the Four of Cups, like all these are, it's like right there. You guys are like at the pinnacle of discovering this opportunity to get past this. It's at your doorstep right now, group one. It's like literally at your doorstep, the solution to whatever kind of thing that you're facing right now. It's right there. And this is all about taking your power back, being less harsh on yourself. If you let the mentality go, the harsh mentality, you're going to be able to view the situation a lot easier, right? So if we look at the imagery metaphorically here and remember that the swords symbolize our thoughts, right? When we take away the thoughts, even though, yes, she does seem a little bit trapped, he's obviously going to be a little bit wounded because his thoughts have definitely taken a toll on him, and it looks like there's a person here running away that kind of maybe put us in this situation. But if we remove the thoughts, yes, we're still going to have a little bit of pain, but we're going to be able to get to our solution so much easier. All of a sudden, we're going to be able to reach the solution and grab the solution. Okay, so the solution to your problems is like right on your doorstep right now, group one. And I think in 2022, you're going to be taking your power back and finding the solution to this problem and actually acting on it, because this is all about acting on it. Even dance symbolizes take action, right? Do something to shift your vibration. So as you get into a better vibration, we're able to see the solution so much easier. So there's a big solution here coming up for you guys, group one. Let's see what else we get for you guys for exciting things happening in 2022. I'm definitely seeing some sort of transition with like move or changing jobs or like opening something up here. There's definitely that sort of energy coming through. So we have the Star and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, even the Knight of Pentacles is like something material is changing. Material things could be, again, the place that you live at, the career that you have. stuff like that. But there's something material here that is shifting for you guys. You guys are going off in a new direction with it. The Knight of Pentacles also symbolizes that, you know, there's still quite a bit of a journey ahead of us, but we're very excited and we're very dedicated to it and we're very motivated. The star here symbolizes that there's going to be this sort of letting go of something. Something is leaving your life, and this could be a negative thing that's leaving your life. It could be whatever. I really think it's a negative thing that's leaving your life. The star symbolizes when we've let something go that needed to go because it wasn't built on the proper foundation anyway. So it's giving us an opportunity to rebuild on a new foundation, something new. Something new. This is all about a reset. Okay? So we're getting rid of something that was kind of falling apart. It wasn't really working for us anymore. And we strip everything away. So there's really something that you guys are going through a huge shift, huge transformation on, but it's going to be really exciting for you guys. It's going to allow you to take action on something that serves you so much better and is so much better in the long term. The Emperor is, again, something very long term. So we're getting rid of the temporary thing that we were in. We're letting go of the things that were weighing us down. And it's finally opening up the room and allowing us to open up the doorway. Because it's almost like whatever situation you're currently in is almost blocking the doorway from opening, right? Because that's the whole metaphor that we keep having. It's almost like you have a couch in front of the doorway and you're like, I can't open it, but I really want to get through this door. Well, it's like, well, we have to get rid of the couch first. So yes, there's going to be something big that is leaving your life, but it's something that was standing in your way anyway of the door that you've been wanting to open. And so that's going to be ending, but then the doorway to the path that you've been desiring so much is now going to be available and open, and all of a sudden we're going to be in a state of manifestation, and then we're going to be moving towards this thing that you guys are desiring and dreaming about. So with that being said, we're also going to take one of these major arcana cards, and this is going to represent the overall energy of the year for you, group ones. So the overall energy of 2022. We have the Hangman. So yeah, the things that we felt stuck on. Whatever you guys have felt stuck on, that is ending. You guys are gaining a whole new perspective on that. New perspectives are coming in. New solutions are coming in, but it requires us waiting and healing and letting go, right? Because it's a huge thing. Like, letting go is like the biggest thing. Letting go of these situations that are disturbing you so that you can grab hold of the ones that you've been desiring, the ones that actually serve you, rather than the ones that are holding you back and annoying you and causing chaos in your life. Okay, so there's going to be a huge thing coming in where we can finally let go of that. And the solution to that comes in when we quiet our mind and we sit in stillness, okay? So what else are we getting? Communion. So connection, so deeper connection, finding where you really belong. That's what I'm getting from this card, is finding where you really, really belong. And I think you guys are going to be searching for that, because when I look in this card, it looks like he's searching for that. And I think you're going to be finding that in 2022, but the fun part is kind of like searching, because it's going to almost open up a doorway where you guys can now, it's like opening up freedom for you. The couch is being moved, and even though it might be like, oh my God, now I don't have a couch. What am I going to do? What am I going to lay on and whatever? So that's like leaving. And it might be like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. But at the same time, it's setting you free because it was blocking the doors that you've been wanting to open. Okay, so, whoo! Let's see what else we get. We're going to do a fun thing that we've been doing in readings lately, where you guys get to ask a question. You guys get to ask whatever you want. Anything under the sun. It could be whatever question that you desire. So if you need some time, just pause the video. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to be laying down 3 different cards here. And then it's going to be basically a pick a card within a pick a card. And you guys are going to think of your question, look at the 3 different cards that I have laid down once I put them down there. And then choose one of those cards. And we're going to do just a really quick like mini answer to whatever question that you're thinking of. So again, think of anything you desire, and then I'm going to be laying down the cards. So here's card 1. Feeling that one for card 2. And then card 3. Card 3 wanted to have 2 cards on it, so we'll go with that. So again, take a moment, pause the video if you guys need more time with choosing these cards. Again, we have answer 1, 2, and 3. Think about your question, see the one that you're the most drawn towards, and then let's get right into it. All right, so card number 1, if you guys chose this one, we have big happy changes. So there's a lot of exciting things happening for you guys in 2022, let's just say that for the least. Also, I see this card as getting a wish that you've been desiring. Like when we look at this, she looks so happy. She looks very fulfilled. And even though change can sometimes be hard, even though we might be going through an odd time, I see this card as a yes, especially if you guys asked a yes or no question. I see this one as like, yes, oh my God, this looks amazing. It's the best possible outcome, okay? And I also just see this as tons of fulfillment, tons of happiness. It's like finally seeing the light and the answer, because also this looks like she has an answer, right? Because she's like finally seeing the light, things are illuminated. She looks very sure of herself, very confident, and things like that. So the answers are coming, and the change that's coming is going to be very happy. And there is a change coming, especially if you guys are asking about a shift. Yes, that's coming. Okay, so card 2, if you guys chose this one, let's see what we get. We have perfect timing. So all of this is going to come in perfect timing. So this one's basically saying there's a bit of a pause, there's a bit of a wait to whatever you are asking about. But it's going to happen in perfect timing, and you're going to see why. And that's going to all make sense once it does happen, because maybe there's still some learning that we have to do. Maybe there's still some conversations that need to be had. Maybe there's still certain scenarios that we need to just go down, because it's going to help us get on the best possible path for us. So it's basically saying like it's almost there. It's almost there, okay? And I do take this card also as a yes, especially if it's a yes or no question. I see it as a yes, but I see it as hold on, just wait a little bit, but yes. Okay, so card 3, if you guys chose this one, let's see what we have. We have a look for a sign and abundance. So for one, if you guys are asking about money, abundance, of course, is like tons more flow coming in with abundance and wealth and things like that. If you guys are asking outside of that, and for some reason I just really wanted to point that out, especially because like abundance is very tied to that. But if it's more of a general question, if it's a different sort of question, with these 2 cards, it's like there's a lot more here. What I'm getting is that there's something bigger. The answer to your guys' question is there's something bigger. Because we have look for a sign and then abundance. I think what the universe is trying to tell you guys right now is that they have something bigger in store for you. So stop trying to rush something. They're also saying stop trying to force something that's not working out, because there's something bigger. There's been signs that have been telling you to let something go that hasn't been working, because there's something better for you. There's abundance waiting at the other side. The universe is like, okay, I have the thing that's actually meant for you. I'm trying to give you signs that we need to let go of this current situation. Okay, so there's been signs coming in like it's time to make the move. It's time to strike the chord. It's time to lightning down, you know, it's time to shatter something that's currently in your life or something like that. Some current outlook, because there's a new one that leads to more for you. All right, so hopefully that makes sense for you guys, for all of you, group 1, 2, and 3. So with that being said, we're going to get into our next set of cards. Which ones do we want to use? Let me see. So let's do this. Let's pull out this deck right here. I'm also going to restart my camera really quick just because it's about to cut out, because it only allows me to record for like 30 minutes straight. All right, so we just restarted that. Let's do these oracle cards really quick. So group 1, exciting things in 2022 for group 1. Manifesting dreams, the water spirit. So first off, the water spirit's definitely making me feel like your emotions are going to be going in a much better place in 2022. It's like they're flowing in a much clearer direction, and we have more dominion over those emotions and how we're feeling. So first off, emotions are going in a much better direction. Also, the manifesting dreams, because your emotions are going in a much more guided, much more direct place, your ability to manifest your dreams is going to happen so much quicker in 2022, because I think you guys are going to be a lot more focused on your mental and emotional states. And I think you guys have even been trying to focus on that more even right now. And because of that, you guys are going to get better awareness over your emotions. And then there's going to be solutions that pop up about, you know, what actually makes me feel good, and how can I implement more of that in my day, and how can I have more emotional balance, things like that. And so with the water spirit, water's connected to emotions, of course. Whenever we're in a better emotional state, of course, we're manifesting better, because your emotions influence your thoughts and your thoughts influence your emotions, vice versa. But all in all, those emotions are what cause you to take certain action in your life. And that action is what leads you to making certain decisions, that leads to your current reality that you are currently living in. So I think that you guys are going to be shifting a lot emotionally and mentally, and it's going to bring you your manifestations so much quicker. It's like you guys get into alignment with them, because you guys are changing your vibe, just as we had in the first card with the dance, like do something to shift your vibration. That card directly talks about that. You guys are going to get into so much more of a happy, bubbly state, and things are going to be flowing and happening so much quicker for you because of that. Let's get like at least one more card from this deck. Okay, 2 cards. Beauty. Okay, so I think you guys are going to have a lot more self-love for one. There's going to be tons more self-love. I think that you guys also might get a desire to like kind of make a new identity for yourself, is what I'm getting from this. A new identity, a new you. Like new clothes, new hairstyle, that kind of thing. Like there's something new. There's like a fresh start that I think is coming in that you guys are desiring to make. We also have flexibility here. So 2022 is going to call for you guys to make some change and to be flexible and to be adaptable. That's for sure. There's definitely change coming in. Also flexibility along with beauty and manifesting dreams. There's going to be a lot of change for you guys in 2022, a lot of very positive change, like a new identity, a new sense of self. Kind of calling your power back and shining your light brighter than you ever have before, Group 1. Like your light is going to be brighter than it ever has been before in your life in 2022. You're really stepping into a deeper power than you've ever stepped into before. And it's interesting you guys also chose group number 1, because 1 symbolizes a new beginning, and it symbolizes self-identity, being number 1, focusing on you, focusing on your desires, your individuality, who you really are, those kinds of big questions. So it's no wonder that you guys also chose group number 1. And citrine is a stone of abundance here. So you guys were also attracted to citrine, which basically means this is calling in more confidence. It's calling in taking action and bringing in more abundance. So that is what we have here for you guys. Oh, and before we end this, I wanted to do one last other thing before we end this reading. So I wanted to take these kind of like self-care cards and basically just get like maybe 1, 2, or 3 of these cards as little guidance cards from your spirit team, basically just to give you guidance on what to do for like self-care right now, because I think that's always an important thing to look at. So let's see. Right as you guys are watching this, what is the most relevant thing for group 1s to know about what they should be doing? So we have perform a random act of kindness, and I think that this is towards yourself. Go buy yourself something. Go surprise yourself with something. Perform a random act of kindness. If there's somebody that you really want to perform a random act of kindness to, maybe do it for them too, but I'm also really seeing that as like yourself. Treat yourself with something You deserve it. I feel like that's a huge message coming through right now. Okay, and then the last two that we have for you guys, we also have look for the signs and synchronicities, and we had that coming up in this card right here. So your spirit team is also trying to talk to you, and so look for the signs and synchronicities. If there's something that's repeating, if there's a pattern, look at that. That is a sign. That is a sign, my love. Look for the signs and synchronicities. Look, 11/11. It's so interesting. I'm actually filming this on 11/11, and it is 11 o'clock. So, whoo! And this is also pile number one. Like, portal energy, you guys. Listen to this message, group one. And it's also, oh my God, I just looked at my camera and it was 555. So humongous change. You guys are literally opening up a brand new doorway, because that's what the 11/11 is. It's like a whole new doorway, a whole new gateway, a whole new portal. It was 555 on the camera. Wow, guys. Group one, tons of energy, tons of change. Look for the signs and synchronicities. All of a sudden, we're getting tons of them right when that card came up. Your spirit team is here strong, pile one. Oh my God. Like, guys, whoo! Look for numbers on clocks, because that's something that's happening for me right now as I'm reading for you guys. So I think that's going to be a huge thing. Also, little animals that you might see outside. Like, I was seeing like a lizard right before filming, like a little gecko. And, you know, there's butterflies on this. So that could be another thing to look for. Signs and synchronicities could pop up in multiple ways. We also have butterflies on this card. So butterflies could be a thing too. But yeah, with that being said, our last card here, we have believe in yourself, unleash your inner unicorn. So to call your power back, group ones. If you need any card to tell you guys to like call your power back and step into your strength and what makes you feel strong, what makes you feel good, now is the time to do it. Perform a random act of kindness to yourself. Go buy that thing that you've been wanting to buy, and believe in yourself. Unleash your inner magic is what I take this card as. Release your inner magic. Believe in yourself. It is time to open up the magic within. Tap into the magic within. Give yourself time in your day to like meditate and tap into your own inner magic, because whew, the amount that exists right there, the amount of energy and what we can do with that is next level. So group one, that is what we have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number two, if you guys chose this group, this is going to be a reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, so group two, I'm getting some messages real quick right off the bat. First off, I want to start by talking about this card, Fill Up Your Well. This one right here, one thing that you guys will notice in 2022 is that you're going to find more fulfillment. There's going to be a new level of fulfillment that you guys are getting. I think that you guys are going to be a lot more self-focused in 2022. Like, what do I want? Like, that's going to be like the big question. What do I want? What makes me really happy? And how do I go after that? I think also you guys are going to be discovering, because we have the discovery card here, you guys are going to be discovering a new hobby or a new interest, a new talent even is going to be awakening for you guys. A new passion. I'm really seeing a new passion, new talent, new inspiration kind of coming up for you guys in 2022. And it's going to like really pull you in. It's something that you guys are going to really desire to go after, and you guys will be going after it in 2022, and it will be kind of like coming to fruition. I think that there's going to be a lot of like gut instincts that are almost calling you towards making new choices, new decisions, new directions are coming in. Also discovery, some of you guys might also be discovered. If you guys are like artists, things like this, like any sort of creative thing or anything where you guys are trying to be noticed for a talent, this discovery card can also symbolize that you guys will get some sort of recognition or be kind of discovered, like your talent will be seen more, like something that you guys have been trying to maybe work on or show, or maybe some of you guys have even been trying to hide your talents because maybe some of you guys are shy. And maybe 2022 is going to be about finally putting yourself out there, and there's going to be some sort of discovery or recognition along the lines of what you guys are kind of like putting out there. So that can also be a thing if that's something that you guys are, if that's relevant for you guys. So yes, also intuition and manifestation. Manifestation coming up is a huge card that talks about, of course, you guys are going to be probably getting to some big milestones in your life, things that you've been trying to create in your life. You're gonna notice great progress with those, okay? So 2022, there's gonna be great progress with the things that you've been trying to do and manifest in your life. We also have great gratitude right here. So that anytime gratitude comes up, it's because we ended up receiving something, because that's why we have gratitude. It's like something great happened to us, something nice happened to us. We've been given something. That's when we have gratitude. And of course, this card coming right after manifestation, there's some sort of thing that you guys have been trying to manifest that will be happening in 2022. And it's going to make you really happy and really excited. Great gratitude. It's going to make you very grateful, very happy. Okay, so there's a sense of fulfillment. We even look at this card. She looks so abundant right here. We also have these birds, which symbolize the voice. So it could symbolize a lot of people wanting to speak to you, a lot of people wanting to talk to you, little voices coming in, little opportunities coming in, people almost reaching out to you being like, oh my gosh, congratulations. Like, this is amazing. I see people honestly congratulating you. And you being like very grateful, like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, like great gratitude towards them. Because like, look at all these little voices that are trying to like get her attention, right? I see this as people congratulating you on something. And again, it could be about this whole discovery thing. And you guys kind of, this is a very you year. I'm just gonna put that out there. Like 2022 is all about you, pile 2. Oh my God, wait, you guys are also pile 2. The numerology right now, it's blowing my mind. Woo! It's also 1111 right now, and pile 1 had a lot of like 111s, and then you guys, there's a lot of 2 energy going on here. So number 2 is also about bridging something. Okay, so getting from point A to point B is number 2 energy. It's also about bonds. It can be about contracts. It can be about negotiations, agreements, partnerships, all sorts of things like this. So since you guys have tons of 2 energy, you guys are definitely bridging something. You guys are getting to your point B. You guys are getting from where you are right now to the area that you've been kind of desiring to go. There's a lot of progress. I keep hearing the word progress for you guys. And even 2 just reminds me, like the number 2 just reminds me of the word progress. Like it feels like so connected. It feels so right to say progress when I think about the word 2. So there's going to be lots of movement, lots of achievement. I'm also seeing achievement here of some of the things that you guys have been trying to manifest in your life. So with that being said, group number 2, with that starting us off, we're starting off on an amazing note, but of course this is a very positive focused reading as we're looking at the exciting things happening in 2022. Let's get some tarot cards on here. So these are wanting to come up, so let's just take those. Let's maybe get a few others here. Group 2, exciting things happening for group 2 in 2022. Okay, so that card was really also feeling like this card was wanting to come out. Oh, those ones just came up for the last pile. That's really interesting. Let's see. And then we also have strength coming up. So, okay. Let's start off with these ones. We have the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups. Lots of cup energy here. Some of you guys I'm getting like people-pleasing energy from, and that's going to be kind of ending in 2022 because there's going to be, this is a time for self-focus. Whew. Yeah, you guys, there's a lot that's like healing. When I look at these 2 cards, there's lots of mending and healing. And finally being able to like let go of the past. I'm seeing letting go of the past, especially with this 8 of Cups happening or coming right after the 6. It's interesting that we have 5, 6, and, well, 8. Almost chronological, almost. But this symbolizes that we're letting something go and kind of going on a new path. So there could be something that you guys are leaving behind here in order to pursue what you really desire. There is like this new talent or new passion that's coming up that I was reading in earlier that we were talking about. And I really see you guys pursuing that and kind of letting go of maybe the old self or the old things that we were once doing, or even the people-pleasing mentality, because filling up your well. It's time to finally fill up your well. You're very good at like focusing on other people and like giving to other people, but how much have you given to yourself? How much have you done for yourself? How much time have you really given towards helping yourself? Whenever you have a problem, sorry, oh my, dust got stuck in my throat. But whenever you guys have a problem, see, I have a problem right now and I'm like, am I going to fix it? I don't know. Am I going to have a sip of water? I don't know. But for you guys, whenever you have a problem, do you guys drop everything in order to be like, yo, how can I help myself? Am I going to sit down with myself and be really compassionate and walk myself through it? Or are you guys kind of just like, oh, I have a problem right now, but there's these other people that have problems, I want to focus on them? Or are we kind of like hard on ourselves and we're like, why do I have a problem? This is ridiculous. Why do I even have that? Hopefully that just solves itself. What kind of mindset do you normally have? Because 2022 is about filling up your own cup. Self-focus is going to be huge, okay? I'm getting another message from this card. We're going to come back to this one in a second. But I'm seeing this one as an interesting celebration that might be happening, some sort of celebration. We're going to come back to that though. So we also have Strength, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups here. So yeah, you guys are definitely going to be going off in a new direction and taking a brand new opportunity that you guys were kind of overlooking before, or you guys just weren't making time for before. I also see, yeah, like you didn't make enough time for yourself before. You weren't giving yourself enough time to work on your own projects, your own desires. It's kind of like there was too many other obligations that we were fixated on and that we felt already preoccupied with. 2022 is like you're taking your power back, you're going after what you desire and like just making time for that. And kind of like saying no to other people, the old things, old stuff that we used to do. She's literally saying like goodbye to all the other stuff that's in the past that we used to like spend our time doing. So yeah, you guys are totally going off in a new direction. Also interesting that it's the same cat in these, like same kitty, and same kitty. So that's almost like your spirit guide. Ooh, yeah. Your spirit guides are also bringing you in this new direction. Ooh, and they're going to come in real strong because I'm going to see this cat turning into this lion. So your intuition, oh, and we even had the intuition card. Yes, okay. So your guys' intuition, guys, is growing so strong in 2022. There's a lot more clarity and surety and confidence coming where you guys are just going to kind of have this knowing, this internal knowing, like, I know I need to go in this direction. I don't care what anybody else thinks, what anybody else says. It's like, I know I need to go in this direction. It's a deep inner knowing to like let go of this stuff and move in this new direction. Okay, and then the Knight of Pentacles here, you guys are going to be focused on a new kind of material direction. So this could be with career, this could be with the place that you live, or just a new vision that you guys have that you're wanting to build, like wanting to build something is coming to my mind, like wanting to put effort to grow something. It's growing something. What are you guys trying to grow in 2022? Because there's going to be a lot of effort put towards that. Okay, we also have, yeah, that Four of Cups is about taking an opportunity that's kind of been there the whole time, but we didn't feel like we could take it, or maybe we didn't feel worthy of it, so we didn't even like bat an eye at the possibility of going in that direction. You guys are finally gaining enough confidence to be like, F it, I'm gonna go in that direction. I'm taking the opportunity, like I'm carrying my self-worth, I am bringing up the confidence, and I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go for it. And I think your guides are gonna be really cheering you on with this and being like, yes. And again, we had that discovery and gratitude card where a lot of people are, again, kind of like complimenting you or giving you like praise or congratulations in some sort of way. So again, something is kind of happening here where we're reaching some kind of milestone. So yeah, group 2. Looking great so far. With that being said, we're also going to take out this deck right here. This is a Major Arcana tarot deck, and we're going to see kind of the major energy of 2022 for you guys. So group 2, major energy of 2022 for group 2. What is the major energy for group 2 in 2022? I'm getting both of these cards. Empress and then Hope. So you guys are changing up your mental states with the Hope card. It's no longer wishful thinking, it's about taking action. Also, with the Hope card coming up reversed, this is also curing limiting beliefs, is what I'm seeing in this card. Like, it's like we don't need to hope anymore because I can go out and do it. I have enough belief in myself. Like, I'm just going to go and do it. I don't need to just wish for it. I'm going to go out and do it. So I see that as an action-taking thing. We also have the Empress here, which is self-nurture, self-focus, filling up your own cup, and finding abundance. And it's also about birthing a new idea, birthing a new thing. So again, there's some sort of new talent, new passion, new hobby coming out. And then I think that you guys are gonna be wanting to build and grow something. You guys are literally like incubating an idea, incubating a vision, and working towards it, working towards growing that vision is going to be happening. It's like you guys are planting a seed, you guys are watering it, you're like, I'm going to grow this, it will grow. If I just give it the right conditions, it will grow and it will reach fruition. And again, that's like self-explanatory. We know that that exists. So time to let go of the limiting beliefs, group 2, because 2022 is about going for it. So with that being said, we're gonna go into, let's get these cards next. So group 2, what other exciting stuff? We have music, harmony. So for some of you guys, music could be a significant thing here. Harmony can also just mean that we're finding balance and our life is just like things are happening harmoniously. It feels like things are happening for us, you know? And it feels like the experiences that we're having are complementing us and our lives. And again, it's about compliments. I keep hearing the word compliment. Compliment is coming in. Lots of compliments. Let's see what else we get for you guys. Exciting things happening. You know, that's a lot of cards, but we're just going to go with it. We're just going to say yes, and we're going to go for it. So, the breath coming in. So this is growth with forest, abundance and growth. So it's about growing something. Again, you guys planted the seeds and it's about to grow. We also have iceberg submerged. There's an underlying passion or talent that again is coming up. So when I look at this card, it kind of reminds me again of that. There's something beneath the surface that is coming out for you guys in 2022. There's a hidden part of yourself that is coming out. It is rising in 2022. There's also so much beneath the surface, and it's time that you guys shine that. There's so much more of you beneath the surface. I think you guys are gonna be discovering so much of that. We also have fairies, earth magic. So little signs and synchronicities are gonna be coming in, and like little touches of magic are gonna be coming in 2022 for you guys. Yes. This is like little instances of magic and little signs and synchronicities coming in. We also have cave sanctuary. You guys are really starting to kind of like remove yourself from the same old, and taking out a lot of time for yourself is like the main theme here that we keep getting for 2022 for you guys. Let me see if I'm seeing anything else in these. Sanctuary. There could be some redecorating vibes. Finally finding balance, reorganizing stuff. It's gonna feel like you guys are getting your life together kind of energy. So with that being said, let's go into, we're gonna do this now. So The next thing that we're going to do is basically what we've been doing in the past few readings now, where you guys get to ask any question and we basically have a pick a card within a pick a card. So think about any question that you want to ask about your 2022 year. Anything at all, can be literally anything. And I'm going to be picking down 3 cards. We're going to lay down 3 cards here, and then you guys are going to think about your question, see the card that you're the most drawn to, and then we're going to be talking about what those are, and we're going to be getting the answers for you. So hopefully that makes sense. And if you guys need more time at all before we like hop into it or whatever, you can pause the video if you need more time to look at the cards, whatnot. So I'm going to pick out, no need to worry, guys. I'm going to pick out 3 cards here that we're going to place down. So for answer number 1, we're going to choose this one. For answer 2, and then answer 3. So those are our 3 cards. Again, if you guys need more time to choose a card, then just pause the video and let's get into it. All right, so card number 1 for you guys, we have reconsider. This is the card coming up for you guys. So what I'm getting from this is there's something that's not fully planned out yet, is what I'm hearing. There's something that's not fully thought out. We haven't fully thought it out. So there's more to this than we currently realize. And we need to take our time and wait for more information, is what I'm hearing. We need to take our time with this. Maybe we're pushing for something too fast and we're trying to rush something, or yeah, but I keep hearing we need to wait, and there's more information that's going to help you make a better decision. Or there's more information coming in, there's more things that need to happen before we make a decision. Yeah, before we make a decision, we need to wait, because there might be a better thing or a better circumstance that's going to come up that we're going to be very glad that we waited. Because if we rush something too soon, it's almost like rushing to the store to buy oranges because you really want oranges, but little did you know they were getting like a brand new shipment of new oranges the next day, and the oranges were going to be way better because the oranges that the grocery store currently had were like from a week ago and they're already going bad, but we just wanted oranges now, you know? So for some reason, that's kind of like the kind of thing that I keep hearing from Spirit is like, wait, because there's going to be new information that's coming in that we're going to be very glad that we waited. So don't waste your money right now. Don't waste your time right now. There's going to be more, like, yeah, wait. Okay, so group 2, if you guys chose card 2, we have within the next few months. So if you're asking about a timing question, there's directly a timing answer. If you guys are not, then this is saying that the path is going to be revealed to you within the next few months, and things are going to be a lot clearer, and you're going to have your answer within the next few months. It's like the path is still being built, the path is still going there. So within the next few months, the direction is going to be a lot clearer. And I think that it's saying that the path is still being built. We need to put more energy towards it, but just continue on the path, because the path that you're on is leading you there. It's just within the next few months, we're going to understand a little bit more about this scenario. But again, if you guys are asking about timing, and the question that you're particularly asking about is like, oh, when is this going to happen? Well, there you go. So yes, time for card 3. If you guys chose card number 3, we have helpful people. So some of you guys might be requiring assistance right now, or some of you guys, the answer might come through seeking answers through friends or talking it out with friends. There's some sort of alignment here where it's going to require other people for this situation. Hopefully that answers your guys' question. I'm trying to see this in a metaphorical way to have like relevance in other aspects too, and I just keep kind of seeing the same thing about other people are going to get you to your goal. Other people, talking it out with other people, sharing it with other people. That's what I keep hearing. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. I've had a lot of fun doing these little like pick a cards within pick a cards lately. I think it's so cool. But yes, with that being said, let's go into our next few cards here. So we're going to take this oracle deck right here and let's see what else we get for you guys. So group 2. Exciting things in 2022. We have manifesting dreams, water. Oh my gosh, we had both of these 2 cards in our last group too, which is crazy. So first off, I want to talk about this one, the water spirit. So the water, of course, is very connected to emotions. So this is about your emotions finally getting on a better track, and we're very sure of what we want emotionally. We're very sure of the area that we're flowing in, and manifesting dreams, and the fact that you guys have the manifestation card. You guys are going to be bringing in a larger dream. There's finally going to be progress on a bigger dream that you guys have had. The flexibility over here, there's still some kind of obstacles in the road that we're going to be working through and kind of getting around, but all in all, we're getting to the manifestation of something that we've been really focusing on, really putting a lot of energy towards. This is finally coming in. And I'm also seeing flexibility as it's going to be better than you imagine, so be flexible about it. Add in some flexibility, add in some room for shifts, because this way it's going to turn out better than you could have ever imagined. And then we also have new beginnings. So yes, whole new fresh start coming in for you guys. Whoo, group 2. Yes, yes, yes. New beginnings. We always love that. So starting that new passion, going after that new thing, there's a whole new beginning coming in and tons of progress being made. Let's see what else we get for you guys with these last cards. I've been pulling these. These are kind of like self-care sort of vibe cards, and basically I love adding these in at the end of the readings because all of us could use some advice on, you know, what we should be focusing on right now, stuff like that. How can we better take care of ourselves right now? And I feel like they've been just super powerful messages when we've been using them. So I'm basically going to be calling on your spirit team to be coming through and giving some guidance to you guys on what would benefit you the most right now and what you should be focusing on. So group 2, what does spirit have to say for group 2 and what group 2 should be focusing on right now? So we have unleash your inner wild child, get up and dance. Okay, so release the inhibitions, release the things that hold you back, release the what are they going to think of me? What is this like? Unleash your inner child, your inner wild child, get up and dance. So get yourself in a new state of being. The inner wild child too, it's like live more carefree. Carefree, yeah. The word carefree is coming to my mind. Let's see what else we get for you guys. Group 2. What other advice do we have for group 2? Keep your thoughts positive. Keep your mind's like a garden. Don't let the weeds grow, my love. Keep your thoughts positive. Keep them in alignment with what you want, because that's all about manifesting dreams. Wherever you let that stream flow is where it's going to be dumping all that energy and all that water and filling up whatever pond that is. If that pond is like, you know, not that nice in an area that you don't want it to grow, then move the direction of it by changing the direction of your mind, your thoughts. We also have stay away from drama today. So instead of focusing on the drama, the this, the that, he said this, she said this, and oh my God, have you seen what she done lately? Like, oh my God, like all these things. Stay away from the drama, cleanse yourself, and that's how you also keep your thoughts positive. I think that Spirit's saying that you guys need a cleanse, and you need to allow yourself to be more free, less critical, less harsh, and less critical of yourself and less critical of others, okay? Stay away from the drama, keep your thoughts positive, wish everyone the best, wish yourself the best, get into that positive, like, and of course, we don't want the toxic positivity. We also want to have like a balance of where we allow ourselves to feel things as they come up so that we can do shadow work. But at the end of the day, where are we wanting our river to flow? Do we want to get so caught up in like meaningless drama? Or do we want to encourage others, uplift others, and as well uplift ourselves? So keep that in mind, group number 2. And yeah, that's what we have over here. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's reading and video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 3, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading. So let's hop right into it. All right, group 3. You guys chose the Selenite heart, and I'm getting some vibes here from this reading right off the bat. So a couple of things. The first thing that I'm going to say is going to be relevant to some of you guys. Others, maybe not. Again, it is a general reading, so this can be taken in multiple different metaphorical ways, right? But one of the things that I'm noticing is divine orchestration and commitment, okay? So whenever we orchestrate something, and especially when we add the word commitment to it, this can be an engagement, this could be a marriage, this could be, you know, something along the lines of this. So for some of you guys could be getting engaged or married in 2022, okay? Or getting to a new level of commitment. Maybe you're going to meet somebody and get into a serious relationship with somebody. Or this can also be signing a mortgage agreement, like buying a house. Commitment could be like signing a lease or signing a mortgage for a place. Because some of you guys might be moving, buying something big. So it's a commitment, and he's holding a contract right here. So buying something big. Some of you guys, this even could be a new car, okay? But there's some sort of new commitment that's coming in, because commitment is commitment, guys. What can I say? The first thing that I did think of, though, was engagement and marriage, just because we have the divine orchestration here as well. And that just screams to me some kind of marriage or engagement. But again, it is a general reading, so I don't want to have to, like, I'm just going to point out all the different things. So again, it could also just be like, maybe we are going to be moving and signing a new lease, or starting up a mortgage, buying a house and stuff like that. All that kind of stuff. Also, transformation talks about going into, like, your life is kind of shifting, changing in some kind of way. So again, I'm just seeing big events happening for you guys, group 3. There's definitely going to be some big events that are going to be very exciting. Like, look at how excited he is to sign this contract. Like, this is going to be an exciting thing that you guys are signing and agreeing to and committing to. This is going to be exciting for you guys. It's like, it's filled with light. Like, we're really excited about, we're like, yes, let's do it. So I'm definitely seeing some good transformation in this way. Again, it even says events at the top of this. So there's going to be some sort of major events happening in your life, group 3, that are going to be very exciting, that are going to be beginning. You guys are committing yourselves to something. You guys are making a big choice. Some of you guys, this can also be, maybe some of you guys are going off to college and committing yourself to a certain program or course or whatever field. So it could be a commitment in that way as well. And transformation of a cycle. An old cycle is ending. Some of you guys might be getting out of, you know, regular school and going into, again, like college or university. It could also be an end of a cycle, because maybe we're used to being a free bird, and now we're getting locked down, you know, we're tying ourselves down. So it could be the end of a cycle in multiple different ways. Maybe we are ending the cycle of renting places and we're committing ourselves to a mortgage because we're buying a place, you know, where it could be an end of a cycle because we're finally moving out and signing our first lease on our own, you know, all these different things. It's the ending of a cycle, some sort of big transformation here, and divine orchestration. So this is something that we're going to be planning, we're going to be orchestrating for ourselves, and yes, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. It also says helpers in the subtle realms here. So this could also be somebody else organizing a big surprise for you. Okay, that's another thing coming in. So this is looking fantastic. 5s deal with major change, ending of cycle, transformation. Makes sense why it's on the transformation card. The number 3 deals with celebration. So there's going to be these events that are happening for you guys, group 3. It's also interesting, you guys are group 3, and the major theme of this is a big event happening. And number 3s symbolize big events. So it's no wonder that this whole reading is happening under pile 3. There's been so much numerology, like synchronicity in the readings so far. And it's crazy. And I'm also doing this reading on, it's like 11:11 right now. So the 11:11 gateway, and it is 11 o'clock. So tons of synchronicity. And it's just very interesting. You guys chose pile 3, and this is all about a big event happening, possibly even events happening in your life in 2022. And yes, very beautiful group 3. With that being said, let's go ahead and add on some tarot cards here. So we got some ones flying out already. Page of Cups. I'm not even surprised. Let's just say that. I'm not even surprised. We also have the 2 of Swords right here. There's something unexpected surprise coming in. I don't think you guys are going to be ready for it, group 3. I think it's going to be kind of unexpected. It's going to catch you off guard, but it's like right on target, just as it depicts here. So yeah, I really see you guys just, it's like a surprise transition. It's like, wow, I really did it. I really got here. This is really happening. It's like something we've been wanting is like coming in. Page of Cups is, it can be an offer, an invitation. It can come in as even ourselves. So something, it's a surprise. It's a little surprise. Page of Cups is always a little surprise. The original depiction of the Page of Cups on the original like Rider-Waite tarot deck, it shows a fish popping out of the guy's cup. And how often does that happen? It's like a little surprise. So it symbolizes like unexpected surprises coming in. Unexpected like news or invitations or things like that. It can also be ideas too. So it could even be our own ideas, like an unexpected new idea ourselves. In the depiction of this card, we can see he's like being really creative. And so for you guys, this can also symbolize that this event is going to have you feeling very creative, very in your own space. It's going to unlock like a new world for you where you guys are kind of like opening up and adding more color to your life. It's like literally adding more color to your life, group 3. Let's see what else we get for you guys. Group 3. We have King of Wands coming in. So tons of new energy. This is such a powerful, like exciting energy where things are happening in a spontaneous way. We also feel like we're sitting in our power. We feel more bubbly. We feel more social. We feel more alive. Like King of Wands is this beautiful aliveness feeling. And so in 2022, group 3, there's going to be a feeling of pure aliveness, like energy rushing, soaring through your body, making you feel like on cloud 9, making you feel like very powerful, very much in your element, very confident about your decisions. It's also making you feel more mature than you've ever felt before, making you feel very excited, very passionate. King of Wands is also about passion, hugely about creativity as well. So it's like you guys getting into a whole new creative space and creative state as well. And again, things are happening as a surprise for you guys with that 2 of Swords here. I definitely see this as like surprise energy, like this was unexpected. Yeah, and kind of getting also over a closed off space. You guys are opening up your heart more in 2022. We also have 9 of Wands coming in. So yeah, you guys are opening up your heart. I think some of you guys have still been a little bit scared or had cold feet about something in the past because you guys have been hurt before. And this year is finally about getting over that because you're realizing that you're in a whole new cycle. Like things have transformed. You're not in that anymore. Okay, so things didn't work out in the past, but this time it is working out. 2022, it is working out. It is going in the direction that you want. We also have the 10 of Wands right here too. So there's gonna be a lot happening. You guys are gonna be really busy, but I see this in a good way. Things are happening really fast as well, really fast. And you're finally able to like let go and stop carrying. I see this as you guys are going to stop carrying around old stuff from the past that was like blocking you before. Let's see what else we get for you guys. Let's get maybe like 1, maybe 2 more cards on here. All right, we have the Five of Swords coming in. Let's add one more card here. I think, okay, so this, I'm getting an interesting message from this Five of Swords. Okay, we also had another card fall out, so let me just pick that one up. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So this deals with planting seeds and watching them manifest. Also this Five of Swords coming in. I got one little interesting thought, but let me see, before I go into that, let me see what else I'm seeing here first. I'm seeing you guys almost being thankful for your past and the things that didn't work out for you. I think that you guys are going to feel so accomplished in 2022 to where there's certain things in your past, maybe certain people who have hurt you, and you're kind of going to feel like, I don't want to say like more accomplished, but it kind of does come with an undertone of that. I know that's not like the nicest thing to say, but there's people who've kind of like hurt you in the past. I think you're going to feel so much more beyond and above that, because it seems like things are kind of just really working out for you in 2022 in terms of like the new events that are coming into your life. And it's kind of making you feel like, oh, I don't care that all that happened anymore. Like that doesn't even bother me anymore, because my life has become so great, and I would also never be here if that didn't happen to me. And you're almost going to be like thankful for those experiences. So yeah, that's nice. So with that being said, let's go into, we're going to grab this deck down here. So this is a major arcana deck, and we're basically going to be pulling one card out of here to kind of get the overall major energy for you guys of 2022. So group 3, your major energy of 2022 is faith. So this is the completing of a certain phase of your life, which makes sense because we were talking about a cycle ending when we were looking at this transformation card. So there's a cycle of your life that's ending and closing an old chapter and feeling like very whole and complete. And also having trust in something, putting your whole trust in something. Because again, certain things haven't worked out for you guys in the past, and there might be still some underlying worries about that. And 2022 is going to be the realization that that's not occurring for you anymore. Those patterns and cycles are closed. Those are ended. Whatever you're in, whatever path you're creating now in 2022, it's there to stay. It's committed. This could even be a person too that's like really committed to you. Or again, it could be like maybe we're finally committing ourselves to what we really desire and what we really want. And we closed out old chapters. There's old chapters that are totally closed out. I think you guys are going to realize that you have so much more trust in the universe in 2022 with the faith card. You guys are going to realize that you now really do trust the universe, because you're understanding why so many things in the past happened. Everything's kind of like making sense, and it's like, oh, if only I just trusted all along that I would end up here. This is great. So yeah, that's what we have right there. With that being said, we're going to go into these cards right here, and we're basically going to use these to ask any question that you guys desire. So think about a question that you guys want to ask right now about your 2022 year, and we're essentially going to have a pick a card within a pick a card, and I'm going to be laying down 3 different groups, and then you guys are going to choose one that you're the most drawn to answer your particular question. So let me just pick out some cards here. Let me lay down some cards. I'm feeling group 1, 2, okay, and group 3. So let's go with that. If you guys need to pause the video to think about the group that you're the most drawn to, then please feel free to go ahead and do that. And without further ado, let's just get right into it. Let's see what we get for you guys. So if you guys chose number 1, the answer to your question is, it's up to you. I think this is saying like, you guys need to make the decision. You guys need to make the choice. You guys need to take the first move, take the first step. It's up to you. It's in your hands, group 3. It's in your hands. She's even like pointing at you, like holding her heart. She's like pointing at you. She's like, all right, it's up to you. Make your move. Let's do it. So it's up to you guys, group 3. Make the first move. I also see this as being like, yes. Your answer is yes if you want it to be. If you want it to be, but you gotta make the move. You gotta jump into it. You gotta do it. So hopefully that answers your guys' question, because that is what I'm seeing in the energy of that card right there. If you guys chose number 2, let's see your guys' answer. We have not the right time. So wait for a better time if you guys were drawn to this card. Maybe we need to wait a little bit longer. Maybe we need to do some planning, right? Maybe we need to do some planning. Maybe there's still conversations that we need to have with ourselves or with others in order to make sure that we're on the right page. And then it's going to be the right timing. There's certain things that haven't been completed yet. There's certain things that haven't been talked about or said or thought about enough for us to be able to do this right now. So not the right time. So wait, really think about it more in depth. Bring up the proper conversations that you need to. If you know there's another person involved in whatever question that you're asking about, maybe there's certain conversations, or maybe we need to talk it out with somebody else, even if it's just our own situation. Maybe we need to talk it out with somebody else to get a second opinion and to understand more, to help us see more so that it can be the right time. Maybe there's certain loose ends that we need to tie up first. Maybe there's certain other things that we need to complete first before doing this. So with that being said, let's move on to card number 3. So if you guys chose this card, your answer is let go. So there's something that we're holding on to too tightly, not allowing it to come to fruition, or we're hanging on to something that's not meant to be. We need to let go a little bit. We need to allow more freedom. We need to allow some breathing room. Okay? So allow yourself to kind of let go of expectations. Let go of worries hugely. Let go of worries, let go of anxiety, let go of being super hard on yourself. Let go. Let go. Allow the light in. Oh, wow, I heard that so deeply. Allow the light in. If you guys chose that card, allow the light in. Allow your authenticity to bloom and to show. Okay? So, with that being said, let's get into our next set of cards here. So group 3, let's see what else we get here for your oracle cards. A group 3, we have Island of Solitude. So let's get some more cards before I go into that actually. We have Release. Group 3, other exciting things happening in 2022. Activation. Let's get one more here. And Strength. All right, so group 3. There is like newfound strength, newfound like willpower coming in for you guys in 2022. Also with Island Solitude, I think you guys are going to be kind of like choosing to go on your own path, and it might go against the opinions of some people. There are some people that I think we're going to need to let down in order to kind of chase our own dreams, because we're kind of like being activated in a way. We're needing to like release some old stuff. Maybe we might find ourselves in an area of being a little bit more alone because we're releasing something old. Maybe we're moving somewhere. Maybe we're moving out, right? And it's going to feel kind of like we're a little bit alone. Maybe we're moving to a new city, and it might make us feel like we're in a little bit of solitude because maybe we don't know as many people in this area. That's kind of like an interesting thought that I'm getting. Or, you know, we're starting at a new school, starting at a new job, and it's going to feel like, oh, I feel a little bit like alone because this is something like brand new. I don't really know what this is. So we're releasing the old, we're getting activated in the new, but we're climbing up a brand new mountain, and it's making us stronger. And yeah, it's like We're being pushed in a new direction. I keep seeing this like push happening, especially when I look at this card. And it's pushing us in a whole new way. Ooh la la, group 3. So let's go into, where's our next group of cards here? Right there. Okay, so let's go into our next oracle cards. So group 3, what else is happening for group 3 in 2022? Exciting things for group 3 in 2022. All right, so we have the prosperity card, the honeybee. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at, there's also a ring in this card. Can you see that? There's a ring. So, or actually that's a honey jar. But for some reason I'm seeing that as a ring. That's actually, it's a little honey jar, but it looks like a ring, let's be honest. That symbolizes commitment, just for one. Also prosperity, you're gonna feel more abundant than ever. You're gonna feel more alive than ever. I'm just getting this alive feeling a lot, especially with the honey. The honey is like the honey of life, the sweetness of life is coming in. 2022 is gonna feel like a very sweet year, filled with sweetness, okay? We're getting the nectar of life. I also think you guys are gonna be making more money in 2022. Collecting the honey, reaping the rewards of your efforts, of the worker bee. You're getting the honey from all of your hard work. So the hard work's gonna be paying off in 2022. I definitely see more money coming in for you guys. Being able to collect more honey. And then also I was seeing the commitment stuff in this card too. We also have the card here of fire spirits of energy. Oh, baby. And I was seeing like a total blast of energy. We've been talking about that. Whoo! So there's something exciting happening. It's going to fuel you. It's going to ignite you. It's going to feel like a lightning spark because of these new events that are happening in your life in 2022. It's going to feel good, you guys, group 3. New events coming in, more prosperity, more abundance coming in. The fire spirit, there's more motivation, there's more determination, willpower. It's like you're literally being set alive in 2022. It's going to make you very excited and feel more free and spontaneous than you've ever have before. So with that being said, we're going to go into our last oracle deck here. And our last oracle deck, we're basically going to be using as like, we're going to be connecting to your spirit guides, your spirit team, to be asking them to give you some like self-care guidance about what you should be doing right now. I feel like it's very powerful, and we've been getting tons of powerful messages when we're doing them, because I feel like that's always like a relevant, important thing to ask when we're doing like any sort of tarot thing, is like, what does spirit want to say about what we should be focusing on right now? Some self-care. So we have for you guys, tune into your inner peace. Okay, don't let yourself get frazzled up. Don't be too hard on yourself. Tune into your inner peace. Find time to be calm every once in a while, instead of always rushing, always doing, always rushing. You guys seem like huge doers. Allow yourself inner peace once in a while, where we don't have to do. We can just sit and be calm and enjoy and relax, because that's refueling. We also have you are pure magic. What a beautiful message from your guides. Oh my gosh, group 3. They're letting you know that, okay, your power is immeasurable. Start using it and start trusting in that. Start believing in that in yourself. See your own magic, okay? You are pure magic. What do you want to create in this world? Visualize it. Ooh, I'm hearing the word visualize so prominently right now. Sit into a meditation, tune into your inner peace, sit into a meditation. Visualize what it is that you want to experience this life. Because you are magic, and your magic, that's how you turn it on. That's how you make things happen, okay? So I'm feeling like pulling out these ones as our last 3. So let's see what we get. We have stop judging and start loving, especially when it comes to yourself. And of course for other people too. Don't judge other people and just start loving other people. But also hugely, this message is for you too. Stop judging yourself and start loving yourself. Give yourself love and compassion. Align your actions with your intentions. Yes, set proper intentions, visualize. And then align your actions with your intentions. Do things that you say you're gonna do. You are perfectly beautiful. My love, accept yourself. You are pure magic. Stop judging yourself and start loving yourself. You're perfectly beautiful. If you intend to love yourself, align your actions and your thoughts towards your intentions and tune into your inner peace, my love. All right, so that is the guidance we have for you guys today. Group number 3, I hope you guys enjoyed today's reading and video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 4, if you guys chose this one, this is going to be a reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, group 4, what we have for you guys is powerful. So we have Playing It Safe, Unbound, and Fear as the first couple cards that are coming up. So when we're talking about the exciting things that are happening for you guys in 2022, you guys are finally cutting the cord to all the aspects of yourself that were holding you back from your greatest potential. Like, you're awakening your greatest potential in 2022, to say the least. You guys are awakening your greatest potential. Okay, you guys are finally floating to the top. We have these like fireworks in the background of this card. So you guys might be people, especially if you're drawn to this group, you might have been people in the past where playing it safe always felt good and comfortable. I'm also going to brighten up the camera because it's getting a little dark in here. But your guys' comforts might have been within playing it safe, doing the right thing, making the right decisions, not doing anything too drastic, kind of just like always being careful and doing what is like kind of societally correct, right? So there's part of you guys that this was kind of like holding you guys back, because we also have this fear card. So there might have been a fear to cross into the unknown. It's better to play it safe. Like, let's keep it in the known. Let's be within the white picket fence in the background here. Let's like stay within the confines. Let's stay within the known zone. Let's stay within the safe zone where I'm safe by my white picket fence. But look at how much opportunity she's missing, right? Like, look at all the fun happening out here, and she's kind of just like, da-da-da-da-da, been here for the last 20-something years, and da-da-da-da, or like whatever. She looks 20-something, so that's why I said that, but yeah. Then we have this fear card, and she's almost at a cliff right here, and it looks like over here there's so like, everything's so much better, right? And she's kind of like stuck in this cloud, but at the same time, there's this fear of like, what if I go into this new realm in this new area, and what if it turns out badly? What if I don't end up liking it? What if there's unexpected things that I don't know how to deal with over there because I haven't experienced them yet? Like, there's all these sorts of things that can come to our minds, right? Fears of what other people might say over here. What if I change, and then what are people going to think of me? Yada yada yada, etc., etc., etc. Fear can take on many disguises and many forms, right? But this card right front and center right here, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives, unbound. You're finally releasing the ties to this. Before, we kind of felt safe being tied to the ground, being picketed within the fence, if that makes sense. That's, I don't know what I just said there. But yeah, 2022, you guys are cutting the ties. You guys are cutting the rope. And you're allowing yourself to be free, to rise up to your whole potential. Because how do we know what we can achieve if we don't even walk down the road? Oh my God, guys, I'm getting like a total vision. If you guys have seen Lord of the Rings, which if you haven't, oh my God, what are you doing with your life? Go watch it. But in the first one, when Sam, and don't worry, there's no spoilers here, but like when Sam is about to start the journey with Frodo, and then they start their journey, and then Sam is like, oh my God, if I take one more step, that's going to be the farthest away from home that I've ever been. I've never crossed this line before. Once I cross this, I'm farther than I've ever gone my entire life. And he has this like moment of fear, and he's like holding himself back. And then, you know, Frodo's like, well, you don't have to, Sam. You can go back if you want to. Sam's like, nope, I'm going to do it, you know? And he's just like, it takes him like a couple breaths to do it. That's like your guys' energy for 2022 is exactly that. It's going beyond the areas you've ever explored before, going beyond what you've ever done before. You guys are finally going to open up the fence and explore. You guys are finally going to be conquering fears that have been holding you guys back. You're finally unleashing yourselves from being tied down and stuck. Okay? And you guys may be like, tied down and stuck can come in lots of different forms, right? But we're finally, the release is happening. You guys are finding freedom, adventure, exploration, entering like a whole new chapter, a whole new world in 2022. This is powerful, you guys. I just want you guys to know. Group 4, whoo, powerful. Also, you guys chose the Malachite. This is a bunch of like abundance and feminine energy. So nurturing yourselves. So give yourself some nurture. Don't be so hard on yourself. And also, this is about knowing that you can nurture yourself at any time. You can step into the unknown, and it doesn't need to be a fearful place. There's nurture that exists everywhere. So, facing fears, group 4. With that being said, let's go ahead and add some tarot cards on this. This is already so powerful, and I just want you guys to know you're going to reach places that you've never reached before in 2022. Like, you're finally going beyond. And that could even symbolize through travel as well. It could be a literal thing about travel. We also have the Empress card. That's like the Malachite crystal within a card. That's so perfect. But this could also be taken literally as like, we are finally exploring beyond the borders of what we've ever explored before in regards to traveling. So borders might be opening. We might be able to finally travel in 2022 for those of you watching this. Maybe you had travel plans and that's finally going to be happening. Maybe we're getting beyond certain fears. Maybe we're, you know, whatever the case may be, right? But yes. With that being said, the Empress coming in for you guys. I think you guys have been brewing an idea for a while. Or there's been a gut instinct pulling you to go beyond, to achieve more. There's this inner knowing of like, I want to do more. I want to create more. There's a vision, but you guys have been holding yourselves back from doing it, from releasing it. It's been brewing underneath the surface. It's been secret for a while, but it's finally time to act on it. 2022 is birthing that into the world. Total birth, a total pop, like we're no longer having the cap on. Cap is off. I think there's an expression with the word cap, and I don't even know what that is, but yeah, that just came to my mind when I said cap, but I didn't mean it in the expression form. But anyway, regardless, let's get some more cards onto this reading. So group 4, what other exciting things do we have for group 4? Lots of things apparently. Let's see what all of this is. So we have Justice over here. Wow, all right. 8 of Wands. This is the fastest moving card in all of tarot. So tons of fast movement. This also can symbolize travel. So some of you guys it might be literal travel for some of you. Justice talks about law. It talks about fairness. It talks about equality. It talks about evening things out, balancing things out. It talks about laying down the law, laying down proper boundaries, and finding proper balance. So, and finding truth as well. Speaking the truth and finding that. So for you guys, group 4, I'm also seeing that you guys are going to be finding a lot more balance and also kind of like standing up for yourselves. I'm seeing this strength to finally really stand up for yourself and set your own boundaries rather than having boundaries set upon you. And realizing that you can decide whether or not you want to expand those boundaries and allow yourself more freedom. And you are the decider of your reality, okay? So that's a big message coming in as well. Yeah, I'm also seeing new opportunity, expansion, huge expansion when I'm looking at Empress and the 8 of Wands, huge expansion and growth. Expanding beyond the horizons. Again, the sky is not even the limit for you guys, group 3 or group 4. We also have 7 of Pentacles here. I'm almost looking at this card like Jack and the Beanstalk, because this card talks about planting seeds and then watching them grow, metaphorically, as in like planting your intentions and then going towards them and having it grow into fruition. But yeah, with Jack and the Beanstalk, it's like it's getting you guys to your goal. Like the seed that you're planting, and it's going to start growing. It's going to take you beyond your normal limitations, which is why it's reminding me of Jack and the Beanstalk, because it's going above the normal limitations somehow. You guys are really expanding out of your own limitations, out of your own shell so much in 2022. All right, and then we also have the 9 of Wands here. So the 9 of Wands symbolizes that, you know, we're conquering our fears. We're getting over our fears. We're finally ready to conquer and get over our fears. And we don't care anymore about failing or possibly running into hardship. We're just like, it's worth it. I've been scarred before, and I can deal with it. I have enough strength in me. I can do this. It's like this belief in yourself, this newfound strength, this newfound confidence to come up and step up to the plate again. We also have the 10 of Wands here. So this one, these 3 came up for the last group too, actually, which is really funny. But, oh, we also have double 7s, I'm noticing. We also have a 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. So that symbolizes moving forward and getting to the goal. The 10 of Wands is, I think that 2022, I think this is symbolizing that it's going to be quite busy. And there's a lot that we're desiring to do. And also this is about being less hard on yourself too, because I'm seeing this as you guys are going to realize that you don't need to uphold to everybody else's expectations. You make your own limitations. And this is also about making yourself stronger as well. Kind of like your hardships are making you stronger. And then in 2022, it's finally the reason why you feel confident enough to like do something on your own and kind of like expand out of your comfort zone. And then also with this 7 of Cups here, you guys are good. This is like conquering the fear of something bad happening, conquering the fear of like, what if I make the wrong choice? What if this ends up being a bad choice? What if, you know, one thing I'm going to tell you right now is every choice, listen to this, guys, every choice has the potential to be the best possible choice and decision you could ever make. Every single choice has the potential to be the best. It is only a matter of which outcome you choose to focus on and water. Because the more that you focus on the negative, the possibility of a negative outcome, your worries are going to influence your actions. Your worries are going to hold you back from taking big leaps. They're going to hold you back from doing something that could possibly lead you down a great road. It's going to hold, you're going to be limiting yourself. And in that limitation, of course, you're not going to reach your goal. Of course not. Because your fears are holding you back. You are not going to take action on something that you're letting fear wash over you about. So, if you choose to instead focus on the best possible outcome, like, oh my God, this is going to be the best possible decision. It's going to be better than ever. I'm so excited for this. And you welcome it with open arms. You're now going to take action on those big dreams, meaning that now you are going to have the ability to have the best possible outcome because you're now taking action on it. So whatever you choose to focus on is what you're growing. Whatever you take action on is what you're growing. Are you deciding to grow your fear and put more energy towards fear? Or are you deciding to put more energy towards what you love and the potential that you really have, your unlimited potential? That's what Seven of Cups talks about. That's also what the Sphere card talks about. So those ones correlate and play off of each other very well. So with that being said, we're going to go into our next deck of cards. This is basically a major arcana deck, and we're going to get one card out of here. Excuse me. To get, my throat has just been like, earlier in the video, I was like, I had like dust stuck in my throat, and then for you guys, I'm like just burping in this one. But it's fine. It is what it is. So we're going to get one card here to basically symbolize the overall entirety energy of 2022 for you guys. We get two cards, actually. So we have Faith and the Sun. So moving to brighter times, conquering fears. Sun also deals with conquering and getting over fears. So that one fits in with you guys perfectly. Also, faith is about trusting and having faith in the best possible outcome. So your overall energy for 2022 is about abundance, faith, trust, best possible outcome. It's good no matter what. There's no room for shadow. There's no room for fear. There's no room for bad outcome because the Sun. Focusing on the more optimistic outcome and attaining the best possible outcome is also the Sun card, actually attaining it. So for you guys, you'll be attaining much more, and there's going to be so much more freedom. Okay, so with that being said, let's go into this other fun little thing that I have for us. So basically, we've been doing pick a cards within pick a cards lately, and essentially you guys get to ask any question that you want, literally anything that comes to your mind. If you need time to think of one, then please feel free. I'm going to be laying down 3 different cards here that you guys will be able to choose from in order to get your question answered. So let's see, what other cards do we have here? I'm feeling that one, and then I'm feeling that one. So those are our 3 different options. So again, pause the video if you guys need more time to think about your question, and then think about your question, and then look to find which card you're the most attracted to. And again, pause the video if you need time to do so. And without further ado, let's get into it. So if you chose this group right here to answer your question, let's see what we get. We have trust. So if you trust that something is going to happen, you guys, just like what I was telling you guys like a couple minutes ago, when you have trust in something, when you believe that something can be possible, and you believe it for you, and you trust that, yes, that's going to happen, that is going to influence you to take new action. And that new action is going to be in alignment with that thing, because you're now saying yes to things and doing things that you wouldn't normally do, which means you're on the new path of getting to your goal. Okay? So having full faith and trust is going to get you there. This is all a matter of your belief and what you believe you can attain. So this is all about letting go of limiting beliefs, letting go of limitation. And then, yes, you will attain your goal. Yes. Trust it. Yes. Okay? All right. Then card number 2, if you guys chose this one, the answer to your question is compromise. Finding balance. This one reminds me of the Justice card that we had, because the scales here. It's very Libra energy. This is all about balance, fairness. Okay? There might be a situation for you guys that might feel a bit complicated, and maybe that's why we're struggling to unbind ourselves from what's holding us back. So certain situations, we just need to kind of like put down our foot and speak our mind, set proper boundaries. Compromise is also like the middle ground, finding the middle ground, finding what's really fair, okay? What is fair? So with that being said, let's get into our last one. So if you guys chose this card, your answer is perfect timing. So when perfect timing comes up, it means that there's still things that are needing to be done and sort out through the journey. It's saying that you're on the path, you're on the journey. It's coming, but it's coming in perfect timing, because there might still be, again, conversations that we need to have first. Maybe there's some important conversations. Maybe there's some important lessons that we need to learn first before our thing can come to us, before we can get what we desire. Okay? Everything comes in perfect timing. You are on the right path to achieving your goal, but there's still some unfinished things that need to be wrapped up before we can pull it in fully. Okay? Maybe we need to talk about it more. Maybe we need to plan for this a little bit more. Maybe we need to learn a little bit more in order to be able to hold this energy properly. So, with that being said, let's get into our next few cards. So, group number 4, let's see what else we get for you guys. We have Cave Sanctuary. We have Whale. And we have Ancient Healing Wisdom. All right, so group 4. Yeah, you guys are literally popping off the surface, breaking the norm of who you are, breaking the bubble of who you are, bursting through the fence, through the limitation. He's literally breaching the ocean. He's fully just like, psh. It's like you guys are really taking back control over you, your own life, and pushing the boundaries in 2022. Coming out of the cave, you guys, you're literally breaching this old comfort zone, getting out of the comfort zone, healing the mindsets, healing the limitation, healing your inner self, the fears, right? Coming through for guidance to get you out of the fears, to burst through the lock that you've put on yourself, okay? This is powerful, guys. Wow. I just want to say, group 4, wow. Powerful. So with that being said, let's get into our next few cards here. Group 4, other exciting things happening for group 4 in 2022. Stability, finding your footing, finding your grounding. We have new beginnings. And we have joy. So finding happiness, finding safety and security. You guys are going to be finding safety and security. Yes, you're stepping out of your comfort zone, but outside of your comfort zone can also be a place that's safe and secure. We just need to explore it, and then we get familiar with it, and then we can find our stability there. We can find our footing there. So you guys will be finding safety and security in this new realm, and it's going to be very exciting for you guys to explore it. Like, it's going to bring in a whole new beginning for you guys. It's going to bring in a whole new sense of joy and fulfillment, because you're able to expand yourself. Whenever we're not being expansive and we're staying stagnant, we end up getting sad and holding ourselves back. We are expansive beings at heart, and when we're limiting ourselves, we're limiting our soul from growing. It's almost like putting, like, if you have like a little baby plant that's supposed to be like a huge like palm tree, for example, and you have it as a little baby, and then you put it in like a cage, and it's getting sunlight and it's trying to grow, and it's like getting kind of like stuck and like suffocated. It's like, I want to grow, like, I'm just staying so tiny, like my potential is so much more, but I'm in this cage. It's like, let's break out of the cage and let's put ourselves into the freedom of the entire world. Yes, there is a possibility that we're going to run into crazy winds or like other crazy weather and stuff, but at what point do we sacrifice our happiness for safety? And of course, it's good to be safe, yes, but there needs to be a balance. Again, justice, compromise. There needs to be a balance. I think, okay, this compromise card, those of you who chose that one, the compromise is about what are you sacrificing in order to, you're sacrificing your happiness in order to be safe and secure. We need to have a balance between, yes, safety and security is important, yes, but also expansiveness, happiness, exploration is also part of the equation and part of who we are. So there needs to be a compromise between how can we find balance between you know, making sure that we're okay and safe and that our basic needs are being met, and that we're also still allowing ourselves to be expansive and grow into more and allowing ourselves to explore our unlimited potential. All right. So with that being said, we're going to get into our last deck of oracle cards here, and we're basically going to be asking for guidance from spirit. These are basically like self-care cards, and I love just adding these into the readings because I feel like it just adds so much more. So whatever advice spirit has for you guys today about being the best version of yourself before stepping into 2022. So we have write down your goals, dream big, be expansive, group 4. Also, I just love the little shadows we're getting over here right now. It's so beautiful. But yeah, be expansive, dream big, write down your goals, dream big. Don't limit yourself. What would you desire if you could have no limitations? If there was no limitations, you could do whatever you wanted. What do you desire? What are your biggest dreams? Let's do it. We also have practice feng shui, create a sacred space. So allow yourself to build yourself your sanctuary, just how we had that sanctuary card here, so that you feel comfortable and good and inspired, and then write down those big dreams and like, let's do it. Let's freaking go for it. You always have your home base. You can come back to it. Let's go now, try to achieve some big goals. Let's get outside of our comfort zone, right? So that is what we have here for you guys, group number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below. And I also just want to say, this is what you're going to be doing in 2022. You are going to be expanding. I just want to make that clear. It's not like you guys still have to do the work. You guys are on that path. You guys are going to be expanding and getting past so many limitations, and that's the exciting stuff. That's basically the main theme of the exciting stuff that's happening for you guys in 2022. Just wanted to clarify that. But yes, hope you guys enjoyed today's video and reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! All right, so group number 5, if you guys chose this group, this is going to be a reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, so first off, group 5, just to point out the obvious right now, we have this card right here, Kindred Partnership. And immediately when I looked at that, I was like, wow, there's going to be a very special connection happening for you guys in 2022. A really like special new friendship or even romantic partnership that will be happening in 2022. But this is going to be something that's very deep, somebody who gets you on like a whole new level, like something that's like, this doesn't happen every day. Like one of those sort of feelings, and one of those sort of people, like you don't meet people like you every day. Like, where did you come from? Whew, what is this? So this can also be, for some of you guys, it could also be somebody that you already know, but I really think that this is a new person for like 99.9% of you guys watching this. There's gonna be somebody new in your life that is just so deeply connected to you. Okay, we also have the card here of answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? I think that you guys are going to be, there's going to be kind of like a new path opening up. We also have the vast universe. I think that you guys are going to start almost asking yourselves the big questions in life. And your soul is going to be calling you towards the vastness, to find out the mystery of life, kind of like, it's like almost like a spiritual awakening and almost like an intuitive gut calling, like your gut's calling you into this new realm to explore a bigger side of yourself and a bigger side of the universe. Okay, so there is going to be lots of like intuition and lots of just like inspiration coming in 2022 to expand yourselves, really. And I think that there's going to be somebody really important in your life that is on the same wavelength as you, that almost might inspire some of this as well, that you might be on this kind of like journey with. We also have this card here of like optimism. And so I think that there's going to be just a great positive mindset. And I also think that this person's going to be such a good influence on you, that there's just a lot of good mental energy, a lot of good emotional energy, and a lot of good physical energy, just all around good energy happening in 2022, where it seems more fun, it seems more exciting, more explorative, more adventurous. And it's like we see the zest of life again. We're being reawakened to the zest of life. I also see you guys being a lot healthier too. When I'm looking at this card, I just see like health, wellness, focusing on your health and well-being, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Yeah. I see you guys really opening up your mind so much, like learning so much. I'm seeing tons of learning, exploration, and again, just this connection is sticking out to me so much. There's gonna be something very important in your life, guys, in 2022. And it's kind of just like you and them, and it's almost like the whole world just almost disappears when you're with this person. There's such a deep connection here, such a deep understanding. And again, just being on like the same wavelength. It's almost like soulmate energy. And soulmates can also come in the form of friendships. I just want you guys to know. For those of you not looking for a relationship, or for those of you that are already in a relationship, whatnot. It could even be getting closer to somebody that you're already with. And that's kind of like a main theme of 2022. But for the most part, I really see this as a new person for most of you listening to this. So with that being said, we're gonna go into our tarot cards to get some more info on what's happening for you guys. So group 5, we have the 8 of Swords that fell out. This card's been coming up a lot lately. So for you guys, you're getting out of a stuck energy. You are going from this to this. You are going from feeling stuck, feeling alone, feeling tied up by a lot of things, maybe closed-minded. Maybe there's certain things that you're closed-minded about that you don't even realize, like subconscious things that haven't even occurred to you. All of a sudden you're like having this spiritual awakening of like, whoa, there's all of this in the world, like what? There's a whole new side of yourself that I think you guys are opening up to and going to be exploring. Okay, so let's see what else we get. Group 5. Exciting things happening in 2022 for group 5. We have the Star coming up. We have the 10 of Swords. There's lots of like repeat cards that have been coming up for like everyone. So there must be like a really strong collective energy, because we're getting so many of the same, like similar cards. Like the Emperor, the Star, the 10 of Swords, the 8 of Swords. So yeah, you guys are definitely getting beyond limitation. Stepping into your power, having like this whole new spiritual awakening is what I'm getting from the Star card in this particular pile. We also have death, so a huge transformation, a death of the ego, a death of the old self. Stepping into the new self. We also have the King of Wands. So much similar energy in these cards. So there's going to be a whole new inspiration for life, to say the least. Tons of fire energy between the King of Wands and the Emperor here. And tons of air energy with the Star and the Sword cards. Air and fire energy, okay, group 5? So you guys are really stepping into your power, stepping into your spontaneity, your passions, stepping into your curiosity a lot, a much more positive mindset, stepping into your manifesting power, stepping into almost the quantum field where you guys are in the process of creation. From a blank slate, you guys are opening up a whole new blank canvas where you guys can paint whatever you want on it, okay? That's like the new energy of 2022, because the death of the old self, the death of the old belief systems, opening up to a brand new, fresh start, fresh slate, where there's ultimate potential. We're finally seeing our power rise up. There's an aliveness energy that comes with the King of Wands and the Emperor, this feeling of being alive and motivated and sure, spontaneous, fun, exciting, adventurous, planning for something big and watching it come to life, okay? Let's see what else we get for you guys. Hold on. Let's see, group 5. What else we get for group 5? We have the 3 of Swords, so kind of like healing. You guys are healing something. Healing your heart from previous relationships. We also have the Chariot. I'm definitely seeing travel for you guys. There's definitely gonna be some sort of adventure travel that you guys are going on, okay? And kind of choosing a new direction. I think your belief systems, you're having like a whole belief system, kind of, not necessarily like a full shift or anything like that, but it's kind of like you're going to be exploring a new side that you haven't explored before, some sort of new idea, some sort of new information that you didn't know about before, and then wanting to study it, wanting to learn about it. For example, like somebody going their whole life not knowing what tarot cards are, and then all of a sudden stumbling upon them and then being like, oh, what is that? And then kind of like going and exploring that whole new realm. I see that sort of energy coming up for you guys, and I think it's coming from the influence of this person. This person's almost opening up a new doorway for you that you're going to get very interested in, and it's like learning something for the first time almost, kind of energy that I'm getting from this. So that is what we have over here. I feel like adding, honestly, more tarot cards for you guys. I don't know. Let's see what else we get. Okay, we also have the Knight of Swords coming in, so a whole new direction and like speeding through it, being so curious. Let's see what else we get for you guys. We have the King of Pentacles here. So we have the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So yeah, you guys are kind of, oh, sorry, my stomach is like being so loud right now. There's a desire to kind of like build something new. This could even be building like a business or a new passion that kind of takes over. But I almost see more abundance coming in for you guys through the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. I'm seeing like more abundance, more money coming in, and more solidity, more surety and more security. Like, I definitely see finances increasing in 2022, or assets increasing at the very least. And I think that this person in your life is going to like heal so much of you too. There's going to be tons of healing, and no longer being scared about life, no longer being anxious, no longer being insecure. All of a sudden there's just this happiness. There's this openness where we feel safe to like open our heart. We feel safe to be ourselves. We feel safe to be like nakedly seen for all of us, of all of who we are, to show all of that, our full authenticity, and be fully accepted about that as well with this person. That they're going to make you feel so good. Like, they're one of the most prominent things coming up for you guys in your 2022 reading is like this person. You guys, again, might already know this person. It might just be something that just begun, just started, but it's freaking continuing, and it looks like it's going to be kind of like the main focus of 2022 for you guys is this person. And everything else just kind of falls around that. Like your security, your increase in finances, like all this is looking great. But I also think it's like the influence of this person just makes you more happy, more motivated, more focused, more in this direction, more saying, yes, let's go, let's do it, let's be fun, let's be spontaneous. Like, there's more motivation, there's more energy, there's more zest for life because of this person that's like in your life. It's looking so good. I don't know. Group 5. This is beautiful. Who is this? So with that being said, we're going to go into a fun little thing that we've been doing lately where we take out these cards and basically we have a pick a card within a pick a card. So you guys can think of any question that you want an answer to. It can be anything. And I'm gonna basically lay down 3 different groups, and then you guys will choose the group that you're the most drawn to, and then that will be the kind of answer for you guys. So here is group 1. Again, think of something that you guys desire to ask. Here's group 1, group 2, and group 3, and then see which card you guys feel the most drawn towards. You can pause the video if you guys feel like you need more time to look at the cards, but without further ado, let's hop right into it. So, card 1, we have big happy changes. So, whenever this card comes up, this signifies that the shift or something that you're desiring to manifest is happening. And it's going to be, honestly, possibly even better than you could imagine. And it's going to be like a light in your life. It's going to illuminate so much. You guys are going to feel brighter and more illuminated than you ever have before. It's going to feel so good, so in alignment. There's something that's in alignment. I'm hearing the word alignment, alignment, alignment. Meant to be. I'm also hearing meant to be. I'm also seeing you guys opening up more than you have in a long time and feeling like you can be your full spectrum. Yeah. All right, so card number 2, if you guys chose this one, the answer to your question is wait. No need to make decisions so soon or right away. This is about taking your time on something. Wait. There's certain conversations and planning that still needs to be had. Okay, because the sword symbolizes the mind, the thoughts, and the decisions. And it's also interesting that we have the Knight of Swords right here. So there's going to be possibly like quick decisions that you guys are wanting to make or whatnot. The swords remind us that we need to plan it. We need to have the important conversations before rushing it. So wait, take it one step at a time. Don't skip over the talking. Don't skip over the making sure you're on the same page as somebody else. Don't skip over the all the other stuff that we need to know and do. Like, let's plan this properly. Let's do it properly. So wait, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It doesn't mean that it's a no. It just means like make sure you're doing it the proper way. Okay. So yes, it could also symbolize that we need to wait a little bit longer because it's not quite yet, but it is coming, but it's not quite yet. Okay. And then the third card, if you guys chose this one, your answer is choose a new direction. Okay. So maybe something that we've been going towards, we've been maybe forcing it to happen, or yeah, and maybe we've been just, yeah, a forcing energy. Whenever we have choose a new direction, it's kind of like things need to be altered, things need to be rethought. There's something that needs to be figured out. Maybe it just means that we can still get to our destination, but the path might be different than we thought. The path might be different, okay? Or there's something better waiting for us, okay? Again, apply this to your particular scenario and your life as best you can. I'm just giving out all the different options, so find what like resonates the most with you with what I'm saying in this card. But this symbolizes that either we need to rethink something, or either it's like on a different path than we thought, or there's something better waiting for us, okay? So that is the little answers that we have there. I hope that answered your guys' questions. And with that being said, we are going to go into, did we already do this? I can't remember if we did the Major Arcana deck yet. I don't think we did. So we're going to take out this Major Arcana deck, and we are going to get one card to kind of like resemble the overall energy of 2022 for you guys. So group 5, what is the overall energy of 2022 for my lovely group 5s? Let's see. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, we got the Hermit, and it came out kind of sideways. So I'm not sure if it's going to be upright or reversed because it came out completely sideways. But for you guys, what I'm kind of getting from this, from what I've been seeing, is it's kind of both. And maybe actually, you know what, that makes sense. That makes sense why it was sideways, because the energy for 2022 is both the Hermit reversed and upright. So For one, you guys will be looking deeper into something with the Hermit. You guys are going deep into something, new information, uncovering something new, wanting to uncover mysteries, wanting to uncover new information, wanting to discover, wanting to learn, wanting to expand, wanting to grow, especially with discovering more about yourself, who you are, like personal development, personal growth, okay? Also, the Hermit reversed is also getting out of your shell a bit more, opening up more, coming out of the cave. So you guys are almost doing both. You guys are going deep into something while also opening up more, okay? Because this person's really opening you up. They're expanding you so much. So you guys are doing a little bit of both, where you guys are going really deep, but also being very expansive and going and opening as well, okay? So that's kind of like the major energy and theme of 2022 for you guys. So let's take out our next oracle deck here, and let's see what else we get for you guys. So group 5, what other exciting changes and exciting things are happening for group 5? We have breath and innocence. So, ooh, vision quest. Yes, that fits with you guys so well. So some of you guys are letting go of, I think you guys are coming back to childhood innocence about having fun with life and opening yourselves up again. Having fun, opening yourselves up, not taking life so seriously anymore where we have to close ourselves off, hold ourselves back. 2022 is also about you guys returning to just having fun, just enjoying yourselves, returning to that childhood innocence where you guys could explore with wonder again in the world and be like, oh, look at this, and like, oh, like, let's have fun, like, let's enjoy, and whoo. It's also going to be like a breath of fresh air, okay? So things are clear again, things are crisp again. It's filling with vitality again. Feeling like you're not being suffocated and that you have to suffocate yourself in order to please others. We can finally breathe, we can finally be ourselves, we can finally have fun and enjoy, okay? There's also a big vision that you guys will be following. Maybe there's a big vision that you guys have in store for your future, because now it's all of a sudden coming with clarity about what you want, the direction you want to go in, what that's going to look like. There's a whole new vision opening up for you guys, and wanting to find the beauty in how your life is, like, you know, become so far, where you are in your life so far. Where's the beauty in that? The beauty is right in front of you. It's returning to having fun with life and bringing in the breath of allowing yourself to just expand and be you, and also a breath of fresh air, adding in something new to life, adding in the wonder again, going on this vision, okay? So with that being said, let's get into our next oracle deck. So pile 5. What else do we have for pile 5? Beauty. All right. We also have enlightenment. Oh, that makes sense for you guys so much. And we have new beginnings. That one's come up for so many groups already. Oh my goodness. So enlightenment, let's talk about that one first. You guys are receiving kind of new knowledge, opening your minds up. And we kind of already talked about that, how your mind is just going to be opening up and expanding, receiving new information. Enlightenment is also finally seeing why our life has led us on the way that it did. It's like, oh, we finally understand. Like, this has been so good. Like, I'm so glad that this has happened in my life. I'm so glad that my life led me down this path, whereas before I didn't understand it, but now I do. And then new beginnings, yeah, there's a whole new start happening, a whole new you coming out. And beauty is like, I think for you guys in this particular group, this is refinding the beauty in life, getting reinvigorated by the beauty in life, seeing the small things again, finding the beauty in you, and then especially in just like the magic of the world, getting like reinvigorated and re-excited by like the magic of the world, enjoying every moment for like what it is, you know, without trying to rush it, kind of like soaking in the beauty of the moment. So with that being said, let's go into our last oracle deck. This is essentially like a self-care deck, and I've been loving using these in the readings lately just to get like some messages from spirit about, you know, what we should be focusing on and stuff like that. And I find it just such a beautiful way to like end these readings. So let's see, let's call on your spirit team, group 5. What should group 5s be focusing on right now? You are perfectly beautiful, my love. You are perfect. Your insecurities, psh, let them go. You are perfect the way that you are. We also have keep your thoughts positive. So yes, be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Allow unlimited abundance. Oh, that's powerful, you guys. Oh. Okay, so you deserve unlimited abundance. You deserve that. You are worthy of whatever you desire. You are worthy of that. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of wealth and health. Allow unlimited abundance. Allow the abundance. Allow that energy. Stop limiting yourself. Don't tell yourself that you're not worthy. Don't allow insecurities to pop up and limit you. Allow the unlimited abundance. You are worthy of that. You deserve that. Keep your thoughts positive, okay? Be positive to yourself. Be positive to others. Your mind is like your garden. Don't let the weeds overtake. Plant the good thoughts, the affirming thoughts of you are perfect the way you are, and you are worthy to receive unlimited abundance, my love, okay? So that is what we have here for you guys, group number 5. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, and if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.